Staying productive with Kiara. Welcome to Ray's Hut.
Hi guys, welcome to this new video. Here's Ray, and today I would like to show you my study methods, the old one and the current one. With school approaching, it's become a necessity for me to reflect on what has been working and what hasn't as for what concerns my study method. Quarantine has surely helped me getting more confident with digital study tools, so this year I decided to apply what I've learned to my whole study method. But enough chit chat, so let's get started. The first part of the video is going to focus on my old study method, of course. Basically, this was my routine. I had one sturdy binder at home for each teacher, since some of them teach me multiple subjects. And I brought to school 3 other flexible binders, one for literary subjects like philosophy or Latin literature, another one for another pack of literary subjects, which were English literature and art history, and in the end my scientific subjects won. The pros of this situation were the physical organization and the use of paper, which made my studies simpler, but the cons were many more to consider. First off, I wasted a lot of paper considering all the loose sheets I bought. Second, I had to bring with me at school a lot of weight, and the initial thought of bringing with me less weight than the notebook's weight simply became an illusion. I also had to handwrite my notes, which made the process pretty time consuming since I'm used to writing summaries over charts and mind maps. Last con was the fact that despite bringing my latest unit notes at school inside my flexible binders, I always had something missing, because I occasionally needed stuff from my best units. Binders aside, last year I had already started using my iPad to print glass books at school, but I didn't always bring it with me because I felt like I needed to feel paper under my fingers. I mean, it's totally legit if you need this as well, but after quarantine I decided it wasn't a necessity for me as long as I simply needed to read a page or follow a lesson and write class notes. At home, of course, I still need actual paper to underline textbooks and make notes out of what I read, but at least at school I can reduce the weight off my shoulders by just bringing my iPad with me. As for what concerns my organization method, I used my bullet journal, which I've already shown you in my bullet journal tour, whose link I'll leave in the description box below. Now that I've illustrated my old study method in depth, and the reasons why I needed a fresh new start, I'm going to talk about my current study method, and I'll proceed through questions and give you the answers. So let's get into it. How did I solve the binder problem? As I said before, during quarantine I got closer to digital tools, which include my PC and my iPad for writing notes to literary subjects. Indeed, most of the times the worksheets I had needed to be filled in via PC and sent out to my teachers through emails, so I started doing the same for my notes too. I started writing them on Google Documents and then saved them on my G Suite Google Drive account my school gave us students for free, which has unlimited storage in terms of gigabytes. My notes started being completely online, with my scientific notes as the only exception, basically because it's difficult to write formulas using a keyboard. But even this little obstacle was overcome by buying the GoodNotes app. As of now, I have no cons to talk about, but I'm just getting used to it, so I might give you a complete review later on as I use it to study. Of course, I'm not going to go completely digital, simply because some teachers prefer to see homework on a notebook, so I decided I'll buy some A5 notebooks for those kind of subjects that require one, since they are still much lighter than A4 notebooks. This way I'm gonna waste a lot less paper, but I'm still going to have study tools I'm comfortable with alongside not pissing off my teachers. What am I gonna do with my textbooks? As I already anticipated, I'm gonna bring my iPad 2018 at school not only to write notes, but also to bring a digital version of my textbooks with me, so that I can leave home the physical copies. This way I'm gonna spare my back a lot of unnecessary weight. Furthermore, as a little addition to my study method, this year I'm also going to try to broaden my study materials by incorporating online tools such as Quizlet, Khan Academy, Crash Course, and books concerning subjects I like, and specific topics from said subjects. But I still don't know how much time I'll have, so I kept this option open. What type of organization method am I going to use this year? This year, as you may already know, I'm still going to use my bullet journal, because beyond it being my default organization method, it also is a way for me to distress and be creative, and this creativity inspires me to be more productive. But alongside my bullet journal, I'm also gonna use my Google Calendar and Google To Do to organize tasks and events and keep them at hand anywhere I go, even when I don't have my planner with me. And now, some tips for using digital study tools without getting distracted. Personally, I find digital devices not as distracting as many people do, probably because I've grown up using them since I was a very small kid. But if you want to try out the similar study method, you can use some focus apps, possibly those with a whitelist for the apps you're gonna use to study, or even music with noise-cancelling earbuds or earphones. I personally use white noise though, since I find music kinda distracting, and my brain mainly associates it with relaxed moments. You can find the Spotify link to my coffee shop white noise playlist in the description box below if you want. Also, try to avoid keeping your phone nearby if you can, since it may act as a distraction each time you pick it up. Try to keep everything you need on your default study device, so that you don't use your phone to reach out for documents or assignments you may need to check out while doing your homework. And that's it! I hope this video was useful to you guys and that you enjoyed watching it. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. You know I'm always happy to hear from you. See ya in the next video. Bye!